This is the sound of kids playing hide and seek. What these children don't realise is that their safety depends on staying hidden from the outside world.
Clients that come to us are at the pointy end of family violence, and it's not safe for them in the community. That's why they are with us.
Every night in Victoria there's over 200 people in hotels fleeing violence, and indeed a spot check earlier this year in May said that number was as high as 448.
The women and children here are at a secret crisis accommodation. It's called Sanctuary.
People need care and support, and we can provide that care and support on site at Sanctuary and get better outcomes and provide it cheaper than using the private sector motel model.
Mary, not her real name, is here with her child. For legal reasons, we can't identify her.
When I came here, I'm very scared and I don't know what's gonna happen to me and my child. Until the staff telling me and smiling to me and this is your home, welcome to your new home, you're safe and protected.
Everybody who comes to Sanctuary has a horrific family violence narrative, and that's no different for Mary and her child.
There's no age limit on domestic violence. One resident here is 71 years old.
My ambition for Sanctuary would be that everybody that needs a crisis service has a choice to come in and receive the wraparound supports that so few get at the moment.
Before they arrive, every client undergoes a tech sweep, which involves removing any belongings that could be used to trace their location, like an AirTag or a GPS tracking app on their phone.
We run high security emergency accommodation. We understand the tactics that perpetrators use. We do tech sweeps on people's homes, cars and possessions for people fleeing family and domestic violence.
During their stay, residents have dozens of services brought to them, including lawyers, translators, psychologists, and even a therapy dog. Nicole helped launch Sanctuary in October last year.
We also have a children's education support worker that supports children in remaining engaged with their curriculum. We have a nurse on site 2 days a week to provide support around their physical health, dentists, GP appointments. We have financial support through our referral processes.
Sanctuary is run by Safe Steps, which is a domestic violence support service in Victoria. The average stay for clients is 15 nights. It's helped more than 300 people and has a 98% safe exit rate. This means clients have successfully moved on to secure accommodation, such as a long-term refuge, moved in with family and friends, or a private rental.
If you were scared to go home tonight, you could call us. Importantly, we build trust through believing you. We'd help you understand your risk, and then if required, bring you into emergency accommodation.
The Safe Steps Response Centre in Melbourne responds to 200 calls a day.
A few calls I reviewed recently would be from a member of the LGBTIQA+ community who is being abused but scared because everybody knows their abuser. That call is different from a lady who calls in an arranged marriage who doesn't speak English, has no family and friends here, and the visa is being weaponised.
Most people who need emergency accommodation will be sent to a motel. Safe Steps says reports of critical incidents are on the rise in motels, which involves physical harm.
Motels are not an appropriate place for that trauma to be treated. It's a roof and a bed. Whereas at Sanctuary, we are really committed to providing secondary prevention by making a crisis moment really matter by flooding the person with care and support.
Sanctuary will be expanded from 7 apartments to 35 after the federal government awarded a grant to the program. But to employ staff, Safe Steps is relying on the Victorian state government to extend its funding in next year's budget.
We'd be really disappointed if the state government was unable to provide the continuing operating cost because we know that it saves lives. In pure financial terms, it's in the order of $100 cheaper a night than the cost of motels. But I think when you're talking about giving somebody fleeing violence a choice, it's hard to put a price on that.
The clients of Sanctuary say it's people like Nicole that have given them hope and a future.
Nicole, you would genuinely have saved people's lives.
I guess through the work that we do, but that's in the end result, that's what we're here for.
My goal is I want to be happy and no stress, no problem, and live peacefully.